afternoon, welcome back to my channel, and this is going to be a video to Docky Dad Gaming. So a while ago I won like a roulette kind of competition thing on his channel, and I got 50 quid of eShop vouchers for the Nintendo Switch. And this is quite good on the back of last night's TMB, which was Retro Bear, Sean Retro Games Revived, Pete Fighter and Kieran at Retro Reclaimer. So they were all on there talking about physical versus digital, and yeah, I've got a whole bunch of digital games here, and for me, I don't mind digital games at all. I quite like digital games, especially for my Switch. That was one of the main reasons I got a Switch, is because I wanted to keep it like my digital console. So let me just jump into the games that I got for the 50 quid. So the first game I got was Kaze, or Kaze. Kaze, I think it's like a 16-bit platformer. I've not put too much time into it, but it looks really cool. I didn't watch it, but I saw that Garage Gamers, they were doing a stream on it a while ago, and I missed the stream actually. But it does look really good, so I picked up that, and I'm looking forward to giving that a wee blast. The next one I got was Panzer Paladin. So that was one of the games that...
Take up arms with Panzer Paladin, the weapon-smashing action platformer game with intuitive swordplay. Take control of Grit, the mighty Paladin power armor, or eject and play as Flame, the small but swift squire pilot. Over 100 melee weapons to seize from enemies, or create your own with the Blacksmith. Snap one in half to cast a powerful spell. In a hurry, set or slice a world record in the speedrun mode. Slash, bash, and thrust your way through 17 mind-blowing levels located around the world. Panzer Paladin, available now on Nintendo Switch.
That I really wanted to play way back when it was first kind of announced. I think it was Radical Reggie. I think he mentioned it a while ago, and then I've seen like Champion 2D Rob and Dylan, Hyper Trigger X, and Eddie. I think he's got it as well. They got the kind of nice big box sets of it, but it looks really cool. I've played a little bit of it. It's quite hard. It's quite difficult, and obviously you can choose your levels. So I played the kind of Scotland level, and at the end of the level was a big kind of dragon boss that kicked my ass. So I kind of put it off for a wee bit, but I'll go back to that for sure, because that is one of the games that I really wanted for the Switch before I got a Switch. The next one was the Borderlands Legendary Collection. games, particularly Borderlands 2. I think Borderlands 2 is one of the best ever sequels ever made. I think it's fantastic. I think it's brilliant, and the amount of DLC that you get with this package as well is mind-boggling. I was kind of restraining myself from getting loads of like collections and bundles with the voucher, because I do have quite a lot of them already, like either physically or digitally on the PS4. So I kind of I passed on like BioShock collection for the Switch, and I passed on the Castlevania and the Contra because I've already got them as well. So, but the Borderlands, I really wanted to have that on the Switch as well, so I could have it on every console, because I think it's absolutely fantastic. I love Borderlands 2 in particular. It's so good. Next one was Arise. That's a game I've just finished, and it is absolutely fantastic. It's a gorgeous looking game. It's beautiful. Like the graphics, the music. It's pretty short as well, and it's not too challenging. It's quite a simple game. Like you kind of like move the kind of environment around with your right stick, and it's like a puzzle kind of platformer game. This is the ideal kind of game when people kind of compare video games with art. Like Arise is pure art form. It's fantastic. Loved it. And another one that I've just finished today was Jotun. Jotun. So that's the kind of 2D hand-drawn artwork. Lovely looking game again, and it revolves around like a young Viking girl who died like a dishonourable death. Not a dishonourable death. It's like unworthy death, and then Odin gives you the chance again to go through the kind of 9 realms, collect relics, and fight the Jotuns to get to Valhalla. And it's really good. It's a gorgeous game. The end boss is pretty tricky. It took me all bloody morning to beat the end boss, but it's not too tricky that it's unfair. It's a very fair game, and you have to kind of you have to learn the patterns of the bosses, and you learn from your mistakes. It's not like cheap deaths or anything like that. And there's a good wee bit of exploration as well, because there's quite a few bits and bobs to find in the game, and that was really good. Next one was a recommendation from Retro Ghetto. I left a comment on one of his videos, and then he about shmups, and then he mentioned to get this game. It's Thunder Force 4. And Jesus, I suck at shmups so bad, and this game is solid. Like, it's a really good game. It looks fantastic. The soundtrack's brilliant. But I can get to like the end bosses, but I just can't beat the end bosses. I don't know why. I just feel like they're bullet sponges, and I just must not be hitting them in the right spot or something. I don't know. I just can't do it. I can't beat the body bosses in Thunder Force 4. But it's really good, and I'll go back to it and keep on challenging myself with it. And then another shmup I got was Andro Dunos 2. People picking this up again. Champion 2D Rob's picked it up. I'm sure Eddie and Dylan picked it up as well. Sega Zombie, it was on his last video, I think. I'm sure it was his last video. But yeah, I prefer this game to Thunder Force just because it's a little bit more welcoming, I think. Thunder Force 4 was bloody hard. But Andro Dunos 2 seems a lot more forgiving, and it seems a little bit easier, so I prefer that. Next one was a walking simulator called Silver Chains. Really creepy. I never really thought that I was into walking simulators until I don't know, maybe last year or something. I think it was Feed Me Chicken. He put me on to Get Even, and I really enjoyed that. And then Ross Baugh put me on to The Suicide of Rachel Foster, and again that is a really cool game as well. Really nice kind of hotel setting, like almost kind of like The Shining, but it's not kind of spooky like that. But anyway, this game, Silver Chains, looks really creepy, like terrifying. It looks brilliant. I can't wait to really get stuck into that with the lights off and the headphones on. I think it's going to be really good. The next one I got was a big disappointment for me, like personally, and it was Ni no Kuni. And I wanted to.
Why did you set out on this journey in the first place? It's my mom. I have to save her. Look at this place. It's amazing. So this is your world.
That's right. A whole nother world. Let's be off, shall we? You don't stand a chance.
We're going to defeat Shadar.
now, won't you? This is the child who will save the world.
RPG with this 50 quid windfall I got, and I thought I'll go for Ni no Kuni because I've got it on the PS3. I think I've got the PS4 as well. I've never played it, and I thought I'll get it and play it handheld, and I just can't get into it. There's something about it I don't like. I just think it's very, very babyish. I don't get it, and I'm so disappointed in myself because I thought it would be fantastic. It looks amazing. The soundtrack is fantastic, but I just don't like it, and I don't know why, and I can't put my finger on it really. I think it's because I don't know. I think if I want to play a Pokemon game, I'll play a Pokemon. I liked Pokemon Blue back in the day, and then that was it really. I'm not really into Pokemon. I'm not into like rare monsters and things like that. And I don't know. Ni no Kuni missed the mark for me, which is a shame because it's a fantastic looking game and it's held in such high regard. I'm disappointed in myself. Really disappointed in myself for not liking it. The next one is a racer called Rise Race to Future. A couple of times on the store, and it looks really, really good, and it does play really well. I've done a couple of the challenges and a couple of the championship races and things like that, and it's really cool, but I just think it's missing a little bit of personality. Like if you think of like the arcade racers like Burnout and things like that, like you know, all those games have got like a little something that pops, like a little bit of attitude, a little bit of like screen splash whenever you unlock something and things like that. This is just very, very plain. It's very plain. Like you don't get a big massive congratulations splash screen when you unlock something. But I mean, it's a stunning looking game. The music's pretty good as well. That could have been a little bit better as well. But I am enjoying it. It is a good racing game. You know, it's kind of like futuristic cars and they turn into kind of hovercrafts and things like that, and they go in the water and everything. It's really cool. I just think it had so much more potential. But I am still enjoying it, and I'll still play it and try and get it finished. And then the last game I got was Blasphemous. And I'm going to, buddy, that's just going to be solid. I don't even know why I got that, to be honest. It's a gorgeous looking game again. everyone that's played it, like Mark, Jolly Slasher, and Ollie 8-Bit Boy, he absolutely loves this game. And I've played maybe half an hour of it so far, and it's not too bad. It's not as hard as I thought it was going to be, but I do think it's going to get a lot harder. I love the graphics. I love the kind of setting. It's almost kind of like a European kind of it kind of reminds me a wee bit of Dante's Inferno, kind of that kind of dark kind of story, kind of, I don't know, like hell and things like that. It's really cool. But I'm looking forward to getting into that, get my teeth into it, and really giving it a blast and trying to get through it and trying to prove to myself that I can do a bloody hard game. But yeah, that was it. That was, how many games is that? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 if you include the 3 Borderlands games. But that's like 13 games for 50 quid on the Switch eShop that I'm looking forward to. Finished 2 of them already. Fantastic, absolutely brilliant. Again, thank you very much to Dorky Dad Gaming for the voucher, and thanks again also to Sega Blocks, who shouted out Dorky Dad to me a wee while ago. So yeah, that's it. Loads of games to play at the moment. I am kind of recovering from a hernia operation, so I'm just kind of like lazing around and playing my Switch and playing Castlevania Laws of Shadow 2 actually on the PS3. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching, and take care. Cheers.